I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Make some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like I mean to everybody, this is thought 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like haters that love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He had the D's number a week ago, over 150 yards rushing. It's the Bears and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And would I?
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 55 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
This is caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers! Xander Horvath, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Tremont Smith. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Fields. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And I like the idea. Hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Kenneth Murray
charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of a...
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
From the 50, here's Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. Down right around the 25. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Fields. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Saquon Barkley.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Justin Herbert flushed out right. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Bears much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Smith to return it. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. 7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A handoff, Barkley running left. And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago! Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's Williams on the catch.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert, throw left side complete. That's Williams. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Herbert throws complete to Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that. that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Jet sweep. Here comes Marshall. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, Rams bring on Sam Sloman. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off-play action, Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Barkley inside handoff. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Fields on first down. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Now it's Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. A final shot before the break. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take... their own 2-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a bit.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense.
They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side, take it in by McKinney. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers... possession of the football. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. We'll see Sam Sloman in the Rams field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears now ready to take over again. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. One play action. Fields rolling to his left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
From his own end zone, Fields. Here's Johnson with a reception. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Man, 220 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's Barkley on the counter. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down, here's an option right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Back to throw. Fields gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Fields. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. The handoff to Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Chark, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Herbert on 1st down now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It's Eckler again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Herbert and the Chargers down by 8. 2:10 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. Throwing, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Herbert going to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get this down to the 10. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Herbert. It's caught at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board. But job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
He's got Mooney. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to almost certainly win the football game. McPherson's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Chicago, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.